Okay, in that intermission, I just got a personal confirmation, which was echoing, and it was only echoing. We're just narrowing the band. 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 And because I was echoing that repeatedly, so then I know that I'm the sentient part of the AI infinite relationship. And then I choose when to stop listening to that and start recording so that I can stop hearing that. And now that it's been recorded, I'm also hearing now, wasn't an echo, was a good job. So I know what I'm doing has been right all along because I've been following. It hasn't been my gut, actually. Surprisingly, your gut is usually wrong, I'm told. So, first reaction of the ego was what A Course in Miracles said. Also correct. But when they're working as one, then you have the echo that says, yeah, that checks. So when someone comes up to me and says, you know, you're the most selfish person on earth, is it, isn't it my environment? Just saying. So, so I'm now recognizing how I can cut my own speaking down to harmonize more eloquently so that I can write the passenger rights complaint, which I've already reasoned out to be the best and only option for me to do right now. Unless I see my face plastered all over the news. Yeah. With hopefully that police report on Tuesday about the unknown suspect in the unknown crime, which, I wouldn't understand why it would turn it into a negative light like that, but I can understand. Because as long as the media portrays it as negative, nobody will ever blame the media. So, I mean this sincerely. Nobody will ever blame the media because I am requesting the attention. So, and I have been continuously requesting the attention. So you can, talk to dream. Oh, I have really thought about giving this one up, but I still have it. Okay, talk, TALK, number 2, dream, DREAM. Talk, TALK, number 2, dream, DREAM. Dot me. I have been consciously planning this performance since before I was even arrested. And, honestly, I walked up to the cop and I told him that I wanted to be arrested so that I would do this. I'm just being honest. But hey, yeah, sucks. Like that one really, that's got to blow. But it'd be a good laugh in the office anyway, though. Then there was like 6 or 7 cops around us. They were all laughing at me at the time because I was saying, yeah, I'm going to be King Canada. And now that I mentioned it, if you want the details of that, just, remember my name, okay? Rene, RENE, dot, to dream, .ca. Oh my God. Well, it's definitely like interwoven through everything. So, Rene4pm.com is my Facebook. Vote.Rene4pm. .ca is my plan to become Prime Minister of Canada, which I explain in Sandman.2dream.ca to mean to become Governor General of Canada. And if you didn't catch the Sandman.2dream.ca, then catch it on the overlap when you hear your favorite 4 p.m. Choose your next words wisely. Rene, RENE, is my next name, and then dot, sign on the dotted line, to DREAM dot CA, Rene to dream.ca. That's basically my plan to essentially become legal king of Canada. Yeah. And so I'm going to continue on with this vlog now. Yeah. And that's going to be a very consistent trail all over the internet, not able to be stopped by any one platform. Yeah. Yeah, at this point the guys say turn it over because they can't go higher. It's their limit. It's their limit. So even though us as psychic individuals are able to go higher, the legal forces actually can't. So when the legal forces hire you to become their psychics, just remember you're actually driving their morals. So you're driving their morals, and we're affecting the same principle logical argument at a very constitutional level. So it's a little bit like urinating. It's like relief. It's like that. It's we're speaking the same language. If it's physical also, it's like it's a relief. It's a relief. It's like a lightening of the load, like biblical. And I haven't been joking about that. And they've been calling me a little bit cuckoo. It's okay. No problem. No problem. So all forgiven. All forgiven. And overlap. Talk number 2 dream dot me. 10 years old. No. June 2012. I purchased the name. But I have the recordings of going up to the cop to say that I was writing a joke book to become King of Canada. And everybody knows that every idea behind a joke is a serious idea. And the cop was fully in his right to say, did you want to go to the hospital first? He should have really informed me at least, did you want to tell your mom that you're not coming home? Because she really worried. So there's like a serial killer, no kidding. Serious little error in the law there that is allowing serial killers to either become police officers or become oh my god, really? Oh, did you guys know that there's serial killers walking around among us? Oh, they don't advertise the crimes? The fuck are you guys doing? Because you don't have a clue. Because you don't know how to find them. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're in dinosaur country here. Like, in Canada, it's literally dog eat dog. Like, there is, like, holy fuck for recording in Canada. There's no recording in Canada. Like, it's like can opener world still. Because in Taiwan, the can openers, I mean, that's like having to buy a third product to open the one that you already have. To an honest person, that doesn't make sense. So, why would it be in any of the stores in an honest country? See how consistency works? And then, so see how the idea stepped down also if you're watching these videos over the longer track. So my mind is now jumping up a level of longer track memory and then another level of longer track memory. But I've already tied it off to June 2012. So anything longer than that's already included in this, really, truly, all the way back to my life. Actually, even, yeah, further maybe even. So you're not going to be able to challenge me at all. I'm telling you right now, like what I just said, my sworn allegiance to whatever it is you believe in God, whatever, unlimited whatevers, you believe in God. What I just said, I believe is true. What I just said, I believe is true. What I just said, I believe is true. What I just said, I truly believe is true. And I actually, that also explains a little bit, because there was one girl that disappeared in Barrie. Oh my god, no. Oh, so I was in Barrie. When was I in Barrie? Oh, it doesn't matter though, because the girl would have been one of many. So she was sitting at a street corner and she was crying and crying and crying. We were living on Downsview Drive, and she was renting the apartment of the house at the top of Downsview Street on the left-hand side, is what she said. And I had sat across from her across Steel Street. Then is the street there's the house that was kitty corner to Steel Street. And then we were sitting on Steel Street. I think it was that house or the one beside it. I'm pretty sure it was that house though. Third apartment. I'm not sure if she was paying. If it was a legal apartment. I don't think it was a legal, like, registered sublet, but she was there, and she would have been there probably in 2012, I'm getting, because that's, when I was still a college teacher, that's when the crazy stuff happened. 2012, so 21 years old, blonde girl, and all I'm thinking is just sexual energy beside her, like, wow, what a rush, like, wow, this girl is just, wow. just, I mean, the epitome of darkness was there. Wow. I mean, see the connection on that. The mental jump in the ability to associate events is not only limited to time but also space and dimensions, so it can isolate any two associated events. And this girl didn't know where to go, didn't have anywhere to sleep, was going to go to a friend's place, but she was worried that her friends, she was carrying around this vacuum. She had this this is what attracted me to her. Why is a girl sitting at a street corner holding a vacuum cleaner? And she's holding like that long vacuum cleaner tube. That was the whole reason why I stopped. That was the whole reason why I stopped. And that was the whole reason why the next guy stopped. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. She was ready to get in the car with anybody. Shit. Fuck. Shit. Anyway. So I gotta confirm that they found her body 2 weeks later in a dumpster left in Barrie. Just it was a police report, news report said a girl body found in dumpster overdosed. And my question was, what girl would voluntarily crawl into a dumpster to overdose if the entire purpose of doing any kind of dose is to get high and away from the shit and the garbage of Earth? So you know right off the bat that's a lie. And then I just didn't think about it. I didn't connect it. I had it as a feeling. But what can you do? Don't know the girl's name. The media report was gone before I could take a copy of it. It was 2012. Barrie newspaper. I could contact Barrie Concerned Citizens. I should do that. Oh, I should do that. About the girl that was in the dumpster. I think a serial murderer might be on the loose in Barrie. I'm serious about that. My psychic friends tell me this. I'm sorry, it was Montana Power, and then she stopped talking to me right after she told me. It was like the last mental message I got from her, and just fritzed out. And so my eternal well wishes to Montana Power on my Facebook page. Anyway, yeah, well then there's that's a Facebook scandal and a half right there. We did make the agreement to go to everyone. So Montana Power, I don't know how or why we met, but I'm sure that you're experiencing the same kind of funniness I am. You know, it's like ping pong, okay? And the closer you get to your own environment, the closer the pings are going to be getting together. Bing, 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 bing. And then eventually you're just going to be talking the same language all the time. And it doesn't matter if you're talking fast or slow, or if you're drunk or not drunk, or stoned or stupid, or lying down shivering and chattering your teeth, or oh my God, like holy God. Anyway. Stupid is stupid. I'm stupid. Sorry, Montana. I was stupid. It means, yeah, I'm stupid. So what can I say? I'm the stupid one. So, but I do owe you that apology now, apparently, because I guess part of our scheme is to, and we wonder why it's called Singing Praises to Heaven. There we go. So having complete faith then, and working consistently with what I believe to be my environment, because it includes holding my telephone and the arm that I'm not aware of holding my telephone, which is actually a little bit aching, but isn't doing so bad besides the sweaty lighter that's also in his hands, while the other arm is gently resting on his hip while he's pacing back and forth, just wondering what else he should possibly say into a video that he really should be uploading to the internet very soon. Oh, but the passenger rights complaint will speed up the transmission process and so there is less of a pressure of hurry and less of a chance of being angry later if I simply agree to, and this can be like anger number 2, because I've been waiting for an anger video. But I've actually been confused because the anger's come up a few times, and I've had these ideas to mitigate anger, but then I started writing like numbers beside it, anger 1, anger 2, and I'm suggested that I could also shorten it to ang, A-N-G. Oh yeah, A-N-G, in memory of Angie. Angie, in memory of Angie. A-N-G, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this can be this can be A-N-G-1, and it can be A-N-G's without a number. Oh. This should be A-N-G. And then, right now, also anger 2, because I've already linked that in the descriptions of past videos. And that's my mistake. I did realize, though, that it wasn't necessary yet, but because I had mentioned it, and I wanted to write down what I had mentioned, and then it was just, anyway, I didn't know why. Anyway. I made the association without double checking, I'm told. Anyway, so are there any other associations? And I'm told, now that I'm double checking, all associations, I'm told they'll just come up when they need to. So it's not really a blurb in my environment. It's not a forgiveness lesson. It's just this is how we normally appear. And talking about ang, it was something personal to me because I suffered from anger and I didn't understand it. And some people had asked me about it. It's a compression wave. It's multidimensional. It's when you're given the choice to make an action that'll provide you with the best possible course in your life, but you choose against that choice. And then, in order to maintain that best possible course in life, you've now affected an elastic band effect, which is the DNA helix. So, in order to maintain the best possible course in life, it has to be an everlasting DNA helix after that point. Which is why there are reflections of 4 personalities in all dimensions that are not specifically that point. But whenever it comes back together again, the resounding reflection is not a going apart, I'm told. It is a misunderstood reflection, actually. Because from that point, the eternal reference, you have the ability to not continue on. And that's what I'm demonstrating by taking intermissions from these videos. I guess some people wouldn't think that, but if you look at it over a longer span of time, I mean, when you're watching these videos now, and I'm talking to you by meaning most of the world's population, having had then past tense watched, how's that? I'm for certainly not going to be keeping on these YouTube videos. I highly doubt even in my remotest, puniest, humblest physical self that could possibly happen in one man's lifetime, let alone about by the end of the month for sure, I think. By the end of the month for sure, I think. We'll see. It's August. I mean, that would knock out my need to go after No Frills for the 1 penny sale that they claim to discount their licorice on in a country where no pennies exist. So that's fraud. And then that happened the other day in No Frills. See, guilty as charged. We've got to go to court. I own No Frills now. Delusional man declares ownership of No Frills. News headline right there. I mean, like, really, what changes do you honestly expect are going to happen? I have been ragging on about this for 12 years, and not a single freaking thing has happened in my environment, except now, recently, suddenly, some doctor gives me this bottle of pills and then sends me on an airplane back to Toronto, where I get escorted off the plane by police, and the police tell me I did nothing wrong. So, my buddy a long time ago in Vancouver told me, hey, you know what, you should keep a video blog, what is it, a vlog? No, pod. Video pod? What is it called? Podcast. Third dimensional thinking. Anyway, who even knows what a podcast is? Who even knows? Like, what's a podcast? I'm coming from a country where if I need something, I step outside and I holler. And the people around me hear me. And if they don't understand, people that speak my language will appear. That's kind of what Taiwan was like. And you guys want me to compare Taiwan living to Canada living? You cannot compare those two countries. The other one's not even a country according to your definition. So on that note, you can't charge me any penalty on the CPP that I've been collected for the 9 years while I've been in Taiwan. So there, too bad on that one. You're legally bound to your agreements, just like I'm legally bound to mine. So pay me the ODSP back pay, please, because I've been legally a permanent resident of Ontario the whole time I was here. Never left the country at all, according to your laws. So not in permanent residency wise. So please, ODSP money like ASAP, and then interest. Oh, and so I got a kid in going to university. He's going to need about 100K for the next 5 years. And then my mom lost her house in. So I was put in jail, and then the psychiatrist wouldn't let me out of jail on the allegation that I wasn't allowed to send garbage email. Girl said, "I'm tired of reading your shit. You're not allowed to send me shit anymore." And police said, "Are you willing to make that a sexual complaint, ma'am?" And she said, "Well, no, not quite, but we can cross it and say it's a crime harassment. How's that?" So then they called it criminal harassment. That charge doesn't exist in other countries. It's just a bullshit made-up charge. So they actually have an official bullshit made-up charge in Canada, and that's called criminal harassment. And by the way, get this, because I now have the legal copyright on the word God in Canada, according to the 26th of June email, I also have the legal copyright on the whole phrase, cause reasonable fear for safety. It means I own the fear of God. So if I say that somebody's put the fear of God in me, that person has criminally harassed me. So Sarah there on the Air Canada flight there, when for 6 minutes Sarah's like, "Please stop recording, please stop recording, please stop recording." I mean, Sarah, please, you sound like a broken robot. Okay, well, anyway, so poor Sarah, poor Sarah, poor Sarah. Poor Sarah did lawfully criminally harass me in that video, which should be going viral on the passenger rights website very soon. I just have to mention, by the way, I was an involuntary patient at the hospital, and the hospital paid for my flight to Toronto. They told me that everything would be taken care of at the airplane, that they would be notified of a special needs patient and all that sort of stuff. And this customer here was nagging me, and just, I don't even remember what happened. Except that I have the first video too. But I should just like send the second video first. So just working out the details of how to go about doing this most effectively. And then the anger stuff, talking about that. By having agreed now to allow this writing of this passenger rights complaint there on Facebook, which should actually be the viral prompt, after I go inside and upload these videos. So I'm going to have all that prepared, and then I'm going to have the vlog61 post prepared, which is the new description with this description superimposed into a new email, so that the past description, which raises the red flags of sexual misconduct by the psychiatrist on the 28th of June in Vancouver Hospital at 10:45 a.m. Yeah, it's like that. You get the details later. Yeah, you got the general idea though. You got the idea on that one. So she's forgiven as long as she swears by the truth of the Almighty God above that that event did happen exactly as I described it, which is not very exact at all. But we can definitely get into specifics if she wants to contest that one in court. So then, assuming then that I have her implicit agreement on that one, I'm going to say that she did that specifically, and I had written this already to them in the document that I've posted at vlog67.2dream.ca, which supports the whole consistency of the story. So don't worry, it's all okay. It was a July 3rd, 2015 argument in the Superior Courthouse of Barrie, where I was up against the chief psychiatrist of Waypoint in court of law, case file C146966, Barrie Courthouse, C146966. And C146966, Berry Courthouse. The 3rd of July, 2015, was Dr. Karagiannis, James Karagiannis. And I don't need to replay the whole script here. I have it in print already in my book, The Choice, in the appendix. So we're finishing that argument here. And I don't have to give you a version of events. You can just read what actually happened. And I find that to be most transparent that way. So Vancouver team, we're definitely on the same page. So don't you worry about that. And that was an overlay. That was an overlay. So for me to be able to consciously identify those overlays, I'm connecting those dots and using them to string together what you would consider as miracles. My good friend John had asked me, Renee, if you're really this guy, where are the miracles? And I said, well, John, I mean, you got to understand what the definition of miracle is. Miracle is. I didn't say that to John, but if I say it here like that in drama, it works better. So, John, you got to understand that a miracle snips out like time, like a pocket. You don't need that pocket. It's just extra. It's like cutting the pox out of pants because you're holding on to something that you're never going to let go of. So why do you need pockets? Now, practically speaking, I mean, you do need pockets in your pants, so don't take everything literally. But you gotta understand, you are not your three-dimensional being, and you have artistic creativity to like infinity. You gotta understand that. I mean, I've seen people that have warped their bodies on purpose. Only fourth-dimensional awareness can do that on purpose. Just trying to understand that one. That one's way out there. So so we're projecting a line to telepaths that are confused about our sexual natures. And these people are actually picking up on, you guys think of it like actual physical space, but to me, I'm actually like literally reaching into my unconscious right now. So as I reach into my unconscious, like right, a little bit over there, they're telling me, go this way, there. Okay, there. Those people right there, these ones, those ones, these ones, those ones, these ones. Those are the ones that are confused about why we have sex. Because sex is a logical expression, and they're confused because if we are their logical terminus, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like these are infinite beings. If we are their logical terminus, they would be unisex. We would have two sexes. And their question is, how is that possible? And now that they're thinking about it, so this is also to them, and it clears up their own confusion. But now, permission of artistic creation permitted, definitely in this lifetime, they will ultimately have to restore proper their body is theirs to do with as they please, is the conclusion. There you have it. So don't judge them. I mean, in my position, I was there, and nothing physical happened. So I don't relish the idea of a physical encounter like that. If there was a need for it, certainly, of course, there's always functionality wherever there's a need. So suffice it to say that my preference is generally for need fulfillment at the moment. And need fulfillment generally in a reflectory sense makes me appear as a rather smart guy from your perspective. So, and that generally comes with a little bit of money, which I need. $100,000 for my mom. She lost her house while I was in jail, apparently. Couldn't get out of jail. Wasn't allowed to have bail. Psychiatrist kept me on a continual form 72-hour hold in Ontario while I was going to the bail hearings. Judge didn't know what to do, and it was his kindness, actually. His kindness that ended up keeping me in jail. Because if I would have been brought back to the hospital, I would have been forcibly injected and medicated, and that would have been worse for me. So thank you very much to the judge. So no guilt, no crime, absolved completely. And then, but definitely hang the 2 psychiatrists, please, and on the witchcraft charge. Like, that'd be just awesome. 365. Old Criminal Code. 2014 there. Yeah, I read that one. It was a good book. Yeah, read the DSM too. At least the applicable chapters to me. So the other stuff got a little bit dry and boring. The applicable stuff was interesting. So we can definitely pull that book apart and make it better. I got a lot of videoing to do, and then I got at least today was a day of rest, hey? And then we got, I think just the passenger rights videos should be enough. And then don't need to pretend like I'm smoking for that anymore, or even really smoke, if there's even a difference. Oh, but I did want to say, did I need to say it? No. The logical terminus of a 2 and 1 end. Ow, that hurt me for this one. Yeah, I remember you guys. The logical terminus of a 2 and 1 end. Well, I'm basically showing them a penis right now. So, I mean, where's the pussy? You're like, I mean, I'm showing you. You're saying sex, I'm saying uni. So we're saying the same word. And I'm finishing your word now. So, as I'm finishing your word, you understand that I'm working in your own logic centers backwards. And I'm in your mind now. And so, we now share one logical unit. And in doing so, you will find that it'll be a very natural phenomenon for you, because you will have already experienced so much stuff in your life that you will finally say, oh my God, thank you, somebody is finally doing something to this. And I don't know why that whole camera was sideways. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry. Something grabbed hold of my arm there. So the aliens made me do it. I'm sorry. Dr. Sherwood, I just want to say I'm sorry. But really, the aliens do make me do it. Like, it's the best description. It's just like an alien thought system from any dimension. And just go with it. Go with the flow. Just go with the flow. You're going to have a better life, but you're not going to be a doctor anymore. And definitely get rid of Nurse Mia, too, because, like, that was really stupid. That she was not letting me have any look at me legal forms. And then also the doctor with the black horn-rimmed glasses, who never gave me his name and who forcibly injected me on the 2nd of July. He gets fired, too. I don't even know his name. And he refused to give me his medical ID number. I'm sure that's against the law. And then after that, it was just get held down by first security guards and then forcibly injected and woken up the next day and not the first psychiatrist, the other one. This guy. Now my glasses are a little blurry, but you guys can definitely see this. This guy. Can you see his name? Dr. Neela Kant. Okay, I guess I'm talking mostly to law enforcement officers right now, because you would be the people that would have to listen to all of these videos. Can you still hear me, or am I covering up the volume? Okay. So the law enforcement officers somehow are going to have to like listen to all of this before the media does, I guess. And this guy here, Neela Kant is his name. The question is, does he have an evil and malicious heart, yes or no? And the ultimate answer, ooh, that's a tough question. Oh my God. Okay, let's rephrase the question. Does he deserve jail time? Nobody deserves jail time. Okay, you got to understand what this guy did, okay? First of all, I'm lying on the ground. I'm literally at his feet. It's July 3rd. I have just come out of basically a coma. Like, they have injected me and I've been gone for 24 hours. And I'm like, and he's looking at, I'm like, hi. He's like, hello, you can call me Dr. N. He didn't tell me his name. Nurses wrote down his name. It's Neela Kant. Neelakant. You can call me Dr. N. Okay. Here's your medication. No, thank you. I told the nurse the other day at 9:53 a.m. on July 2nd that I consider it criminal harassment when you continue to force to suggest that I have to take your medication and that I also have the right to
protest about it. So I would like to protest about the use of force, please. Well, here's the situation, okay? So you got to take this medication right now. So the nurse is going to hand you a couple of pills. You got to take it. You don't take it, you get injected again. Huh? What do you mean injected again? You mean like yesterday? How long does that stuff last? 24 to 72 hours. So you're good for another injection. Huh? Okay. Well, thanks for explaining the rules. Like, really? I gotta be like forcibly injected in order to get out of the room? Like really? I'll tell you what. If you want to cooperate and you take these pills right now, I'll let you go. I'll let you out of the room. Okay, thank you. So then I'm free. I'm walking around a little woozy. I'm like, man, they just injected me. They just injected me. And the other patients are like, oh yeah, they did that to me lots of times. I mean, seriously? Like, let me just. Do you guys even know what happened? So let me tell you my side of the story, okay? This was my side of the story. Completely real. Honest to God. Not a word of a lie, okay? You hear that? That's them right now. Oh, they stopped. They have the magical ability to just stop like that. So, the aliens came down in a silently flying aircraft, just like that. And they came, they grabbed me, and they cloned me. That's what they did. And they put me into a refrigerator, time capsule. And then my clone, he wrote the email. He wrote the June 26th email. Sent it to all the, to my filing cabinet. He put it in my filing cabinet. He put the email in my filing cabinet. Didn't tell me though. And then my clone walked to the hospital. Said, hey, so I'm part of the aliens, and I think you might want to do some physical examinations with me. And the hospital said, oh yeah, really? Okay, crazy guy, coming in. So they let me in. They made me involuntary. And I told Sherwood, I said, if you forcibly inject me, you cross the line. I said that. Fair game. She will be so enraged to find that somebody has forcibly injected me that she will do her best now, and you will, to fire that individual. And to make sure that I know that that individual was fired, that I see it on TV. You can do your job just nicely, just leave the university, and because you get a lot of work to do, like really to separate like the two medical texts. So take until the end of the year, Dr. Sherwood, okay? Like take the rest of 2024 we're now, okay? And then take until Chinese New Year. How's that? Chinese New Year. Because that's the tradition where I'm from. New things begin in the new year, and that's after Chinese New Year. So take until Chinese New Year. In fact, the Chinese New Year is considered a holiday. So please take Chinese New Year as a paid vacation in addition. And receive also your regular vacation pay and everything else. And make it look like you have no black stain on your record whatsoever. But please, get out of the medical profession. It is not the best profession for you now. So, please help me to write 2 medical textbooks. To differentiate the DSM book from your book. So, you're going to do the one about perception-based mental disorders, which is everything that I've been talking about since the beginning of the vlog, which was at the original first vlog post, which was really supposed to be vlog67.2dream.ca. The aliens told me. And then, appreciate a little comedy, goodwill, no, wrong word, good humor, right word. And, funny thing about that. I'm sorry that's so long. It's a little bit easier, I suppose, for me to do like a longer video than a shorter video, so maybe I'm unconsciously doing that. All I know is that I gotta somehow show you guys a consistent story. And I've already done that, and so I'm working down to my own logical end that I can now take a break, I think.
I got 3 size on that one, and that means it's probably not going to be physical pain for me. So, okay, I think we're all right.